For my book talk, I have chosen Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. This is a children's novel written in 1961. The target audience for this story is 9 years old and up. The main storyline is a young boy who buys and trains coonhounds for hunting. I have always had a personal attachment to this story because as a child at that same age, my family had the same breed of dog that we used for hunting. As an adult, I continued to feel attached to it as I moved right into the heart of where this story is based. I think this is a book that you will really like, so I'm going to read a small passage for you. I wanted so much to step over and pick them up. Several times I tried to move my feet, but they seemed to be nailed to the floor. I knew the pups were mine, all mine, yet I couldn't move. My heart started acting like a drunk grasshopper. I tried to swallow and couldn't. My Adam's apple wouldn't work. One pup started my way. I held my breath. What do you think happened next? Billy is a 10-year-old boy who wants a pair of coonhounds. He has asked his parents, but they have told him they cannot afford it. His father brings him home some live traps. He begins selling furs and saving money. It takes him several years, but he finally gets $50 for his grandfather to order 2 pups for him, Old Dan and Little Ann. Throughout the story, Billy finds himself and his dogs in multiple dangerous situations due to his young age and lack of experience. At the end of the story, Old Dan has died of injuries sustained in a fight with a mountain lion. A few days later, Little Ann was so heartbroken, she quit eating or drinking and also dies. I like this book because I relate to it having hunting dogs as a child, and I think a majority of you have pets, so probably want to have a pet. You will enjoy reading Billy's adventures with Old Dan and Little Ann. I believe living in Northwest Arkansas, you can relate to being here in the Ozarks and going out to explore in the woods. I believe that it will help you imagine what this story is like also. I believe you should read it as an age-appropriate classic. It is something other than just dorky school jokes, and that you will enjoy it. If you haven't been exploring in the Ozarks before, maybe this will tempt you to go out and find Where the Red Fern Grows. I think this would be a good book for buddy reading. 2 students taking turns reading to each other. One reads while the other one follows along with his hand or finger under the text, and then switch and take turns. I think students working together like this could help each other read, and then they could discuss the theme and comprehension of what is happening in the story, and that way they are checking to see if each other has the same understanding.